More on breaking the code. Here's a full version of the periodic table. If you notice, it's extremely long. This is what we're used to on our wall. We talked about this in the last video, so now that we have it put together, we can see these trends on our periodic table. We are going to want to take time to mark ours up. The diagonal. If you watch the movie Evolution, he talks about that there is a pattern in properties on the diagonal. So just a little connection back to a movie. Hydrogen. What can one say about hydrogen? Poor hydrogen. Hydrogen just doesn't belong anywhere. It's like its own little group. It has one valence electron, so it makes it similar to group 1, but it's not group 1 because it's not a metal. It's actually a non-metal, but it doesn't belong over there next to helium because it doesn't have a color, so it's just by itself. So we're going to color up our periodic table with the following colors. Alkali metals. Alkali metals are in group 1. They have one valence electron. And we'll learn about this later. They're going to be at +1 charge. These are called cations. Alkaline earth metals. This is group 2. They have 2 valence electrons. They'll take on a +2 charge. These are also cations. Boron family has 3 valence electrons, +3 charge, and also cations. Carbon family has 4 valence electrons. It can go either or with the sharing or taking. So we're just going to leave it as that. Nitrogen family has 5 valence electrons. It's actually going to take a -3 charge. These are called anions. Oxygen family, 6 valence electrons. Oops. -2 charge. Anion. Those are copies. Okay. 7 valence electrons. -1 charge. Anion. Noble gases, 8 valence electrons, with the exception of helium that only has 2 valence electrons. These have no charge. Transition metals will have various charges. We'll learn more about those. They're a transition zone between groups 2 and 3. Intertransition metals fit in between row 2 and transition metals further along the bottom of our periodic table. Diatomics. This is important. We're going to mark up our periodic table. There are 7 diatomics and they make us 7 on the periodic table. Hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, and iodine. We'll talk about why that's so special and why you have to know that, but we're going to call those diatomics. Career connections. Silicon Valley is a region in Northern California that's known for its many high technology and computer-based businesses. Silicon is a group 4 element and is a metalloid. It is the main component of semiconductor devices such as microchips used in computers and electronic equipment like your phones.